Good evening,
Good evening,
students.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good
evening,
evening.
sir.
Good evening. Good evening. What is the next sum which I have to do? What is your doubt in mathematical
Excuse me,
induction?
sir.
Yes.
Sir, NEET and both students don't need to attend today's class, right? Or do
You
we?
can ask some doubts from. Have you done any sums from exercise? If you have doubt, you can ask me from mathematical induction.
Sir, you said that you'll figure out that full question, that continuous latest integer function of the trigonometric ratios. That one.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. Listen here, I will teach you mathematical induction. If you have some doubts in exercise, you can ask me. First, I will attend the doubts of exercise, then I will teach some MCQ. If NEET people are interested to attend the class of the doubts which I'm going to do from textbook and some MCQs, so you can attend, otherwise you can leave, no problem in that. Am I clear?
Sir, so today's class is not important for boards, right?
No, I will attend the doubts from
So
NCRT.
if not doubts, the
if
one.
if you're thorough with the questions, you can leave, no problem. I will, next class onwards, I will
Sir,
start.
I have a
next
doubt.
number. So I will continue now mathematical induction from textbook. With
Sir,
some
Sir, this whole class you'll be clearing doubts only.
mathematical induction only, and after that, attending this doubt, I will do MCQ on mathematical induction.
Sir, you gave Friday one
Start with the
question.
MCQs and then come to the doubts.
On Friday, I gave one question. I will do later. That is only a doubt.
Sir, I want to share something, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I found a property in log, sir. Sir,
tell me property of log.
Sir, log x to base a root x gives you a.
Log x to base a.
Root. It's on root. Sir, like we say square root like that. Cube root, same way log x to base a root.
Root is on a.
No, sir. Like okay, sir. X to the power of 1 by log a to log x to base a.
Not understanding. Tell again.
Sir, x to the power of.
X to power of log.
No, sir. Not log. 1 divided by log.
X to power 1 by log.
X to base a.
X to base a.
Gives you a.
Gives you a.
Yes, sir.
How it gives? See here.
Sir, proof I know, sir.
You know the proof. Correct
yes,
now. So you are manipulating it. Okay.
Yes,
correct.
Sir.
This
it's
is correct.
Good property.
Correct result. Some other people was asking some doubt.
Sir, I would like to share another, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Let Bhushan tell me. Now,
Sir,
Bhushan, tell what?
Sir, x to the power of.
X to power of.
1 by.
1 by.
Sin x.
Sin x.
This is one function, sir. Second function is with cos x only.
1 by cos x.
Yes, sir. These two functions are there, sir. Sir, these two functions have superb graphs, sir. Like this, there's a common tangent for both of these.
Okay.
So the tangent is nothing but y is equal to x.
So you're saying y is equal to x is tangent to both the graph, and the graph
yes,
also looks a little good.
Yes, sir. It will look like steps, sir.
Okay.
And for all the max, like we say extremum, no, sir.
Extremum.
Yes, sir. For all of them, this is the tangent, sir.
Good. Even other people can also some app is there, map plotter.
Yes, sir. Sir, I like to do such things. That's why.
In mobile, do we get such apps?
Yes, sir. You get.
So in mobiles, we get
sir,
a app
there
called,
are infinity number of apps based on this, sir.
So map plotter, you can also analyze the graphs. Other people also. Anything else you want to, other people want to say, or somebody want to say? I will only attend.
I have a doubt from NCERT, sir.
Tell me, Keshav, tell me which one.
Question number 20, sir.
20th sum I am doing from a textbook. All of you pay attention, and the people who are attending the class should understand the sum. If you're doubting that, you can ask me. Proof by mathematical induction 20th sum, and as soon as possible complete all the sums, and as you send a PDF of these sums, you send it so that we can understand you're doing or not. 10 to power 2n minus 1 plus 1 is divisible by 11. This we need to prove. So this is a little different type of sum. Two sets of sums are there after 17 different type. Now see here how to prove. Whatever statement we want to prove, we will assume as P of n. Let P of n is 10 to power 2n minus 1 plus 1 is divisible by 11. We will see to it that whether this statement is true for n is equal to 1. So when n is equal to 1, when n is equal to 1, what we'll get? In the place of n, substitute 1. So 10 to power 2 into 1 minus 1 plus 1. In the place of n, just write 1. So what we'll get? 10 to power 2 minus 1 plus 1. Actually, we can do directly also. 10 to power 1 plus 1, 10 plus 1, 11. So when you put substitute in the place of n 1, we got 11. So all of you know 11 is divisible by 11. Is divisible by 11. So we understood that the given statement is true for n is equal to 1. Therefore, P of 1 is true. Copy down. P of 1 is true, that we have proved. Copy as soon as possible. P of 1 is true. Then we will assume that P of k is true. And prove it that P of k plus 1 is true. I will arrange for some ink. By that time you can copy. So we have proved that P of 1 is true. I hope that everybody has copied the sum. Shall I erase the board?
Yes.
Now we will assume that P of k is true. Let us assume that P of k is true. P of k is true means how to get P of k? In the place of n, substitute k. P of k is 10 to power 2k minus 1 plus 1 is divisible by 11. This we know. This we have assumed that it is true. We have assumed that this expression 10 to power 2k minus 1 is divisible by 11. What do you mean by divisible by 11? I think all of you know the meaning of divisibility. Therefore, we can write
11 times something.
Some natural number is equal to 10 to power 2k plus 1. 2k. So what we can write? Therefore, 10 to power 2k minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 11 into some natural number for some positive integer n, positive integer m, or natural number m. For some positive integer m, 11 into m will be equal to 10 to power 2k minus 1 plus 1. Why? Because it is divisible by 11. That's the reason. Now I can use your law of indices. 10 to power 2k minus 1, what I can write? 10 to power 2k by 10 to power 1. Can I write this way or not?
Yes, sir, you can.
10 to power 2k minus 1, 10 to power
Yes,
2k by 10. LCM we have to take 10 to power 2k plus 10 by 10. LCM, very simple LCM here, nothing to teach here. Then what is the value of 10 to power 2k? That I will find. 10 to power 2k, division will become multiply 110m. This plus 10 will become minus 10. This is the first equation. 10 to power 2k value we got from P of k. Copy down. From P of k we got 10 to power 2k value. Our work is to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. How to prove P of k plus 1 is true? There we will take help of this proof. Is this much over? Is this much over? No reply. Write down. Dot means you can ask, is it over? We need,
Yes, sir. It's
we
done.
need to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. So just find P of k plus 1. What is P of k plus 1? Wherever n is written in P of n, there write k plus 1. If I write k plus 1, what will be the changes? 10 to power 2k plus 1 it will become. I think all of you can understand. Is divisible by 11. This we need to prove. I think all of you can understand now. In the place of n, you write k plus 1. So it will become 2k plus 2 minus 1 means it will become plus 1. I'll erase the board. This we need to prove it is divisible by 11. Okay, we don't know. Again, we will use law of indices. What I can write? 10 to power 2k plus 1 means what? Into 10. All of you agree now? Don't write that it is divisible by 11. That we need to prove. So 10 to power 2k plus 1, we wrote 10 to power 2k into 10 plus 1. What is the value of 10 to power 2k? That substitute from first, substitute the value of 10 to power 2k. So in the place of 10 to power 2k, write the value. What is the value? 110 m minus 10 in the place of 10 to power 2k outside into 10 plus 1. Now open the bracket. What you will get? 1100 m minus 100 plus 1. So what you will get now? You will get 1100 m minus 99. Take 11 common. 11 common. 11 went out. What is remaining? 100 m minus 9. Now student, the given expression 10 to power 2k plus 1 is same as 11 into 100 m minus 9. So 11 into some natural number. Is it not divisible by 11?
It is, sir.
So is divisible by 11, hence proved. Is divisible by 11. Therefore, P of k plus 1 is true. Over. The sum is only completed. Always, whenever we are proving P of k plus 1, take help of P of k. That is the thing. People, today, as far as possible, we have to complete the chapter. So you ask another doubt quickly. And complete all the sums and send the PDF as soon as possible. Which sum I need to do? Before 18th sum, anybody has doubt?
No, sir, I completed the whole exercise.
Full exercise you completed, very good.
Yes, sir.
Very simple actually. Anybody else has doubt or shall I do MCQ now? MCQ also further easy.
21.
Hello? Ask me another sum before 18th sum.
21.
Which one?
21st.
21st, okay. 21st. X to power 2n minus y to power 2n is divisible by x plus y. This we need to prove. Very simple. whatever we need to prove, assume it as P of n. Let P of n is x to power 2n minus y to power 2n is divisible by x plus y. Prove that the given statement is true for 1. When n is equal to 1, substitute 1, what you will get? You will get x to power 2 minus y to power 2. So now we can use identity a square minus b square. So what will become? X plus y, x minus y. Student, x plus y into x minus y is obviously divisible by x plus y. How many of you can understand this concept? Suppose I say, like I will say one number, 3 into any number, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 3, 4, 2. Obviously this big number is divisible by 3. 3 into any natural number is divisible by 3. By the same logic, x plus y is a number into another number is divisible by x plus y. Can you understand this?
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So it is established that x and y are integers.
Natural number. Usually we're dealing with natural number only now. Mathematical induction. If it is not natural number also, student, x plus y is divisible by x plus y. Is it difficult to understand? Actually, x and y are not natural number. N is natural number. But then also x plus y, is it not divisible by x plus y? If it is variable also, if it is fraction also, then also it is divisible now. No?
Yes, sir.
So I divide and tell you. X plus y. I think all of you know polygon division. This way. Don't know?
Yes, sir, we got it. Sir.
Remainder will be 0 only now. So even it is not, actually n is natural number, that is for sure. So even if it is any variable also, then also it is divisible now, what we can say. Any other doubt is there? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Or P of 1 is true, over. Let us assume that P of k is true. What is P of k? Let us find. P of k means wherever n is there we write k. X to power 2k minus y to power 2k is divisible by x plus y. Okay, x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is divisible by x plus y. This we have assumed. Or we can say, what we can say, x to power 2k minus y to power 2k divisible by x plus y means x plus y into some natural number. X plus y into some natural number is equal to x to power 2k minus y to power 2k, where m belong natural number. That is the meaning of divisible. Now the thing is, we need to prove x plus k plus 1 is true. We need to prove that P of k plus 1 is correct, is true. What is P of k plus 1? So P of k plus 1 means wherever n is there, you write k plus 1. So I think this was only, tell me.
Could you explain again from where you have written that x plus y and x minus y is divisible by x plus y, like after that?
Was there any disturbance in your connection?
Yes, sir, slightly.
I didn't
write. Your voice was kind of breaking before.
Okay, my voice is not audible.
It's very low and also it is breaking in between. I think, at least for me, I don't know about others.
How is it now?
Sir, it's low and it's breaking.
Still worse? Okay. Now?
No, sir.
No improvement?
No, sir.
Sir, it's fine for me, sir.
Actually, this placement of mic will be... now is it okay? No.
No, sir. It's still low for me.
Now? No. Now?
It's breaking.
Sir, it's fine for me, sir. I think so. Their internet connection is not good.
Sir, now it's fine.
I think some problem can be from your side also, not like some people are saying it is okay. Is it okay for most of you?
Yes, sir.
Breaking is fine. I mean,
Yes, sir.
your volume is really low compared to the other two.
Is the problem still persist? Now also you're not able to hear?
I can hear it. It's fine.
Okay, I will continue because I think other people are hearing clearly, na student. What about
Yes,
other
sir.
people? Are you hearing properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, okay, the girl student was asking, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Now see, yes, student, already you understood this one. Nothing I did actually. X plus y into x minus y is divisible by x plus y. Have you understood this statement?
Yes, sir.
So if it is divisible by x plus y, what is my conclusion? P of 1 is true. What is the next step? In mathematical induction, once you prove P of 1 is true, what is the next step? Tell me.
Okay, yeah.
Let us assume that P of k is true. So I found P of k. P of k means in the place of n write k. Here we didn't explain anything. So just wrote k. X to power 2k minus y to power 2k is divisible by x plus y. This is our assumption. But once we say that x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is divisible by x plus y, actually indirectly what we are saying? We are saying that x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is equal to x plus y into m. Divisible means what? If I say 10 is divisible by 2, means 2 into 5 is equal to 10. 2 into some number is equal to 10. Correct? Na? So if x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is divisible by x plus y, means x plus y into some natural number is equal to x to power 2k minus y to power 2k. Correct?
Yeah.
Now what is the next step after P of k? After P of k, we need to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. So that only P of k plus 1 we are finding. What is P of k plus 1? In the place of n, write k plus 1. So what I can write? What I should write? X to power 2k plus 1. So it will become 2. Don't write 1 or don't do directly. Sometimes you can commit mistake. In the place of n, you write k plus 1 means multiply with 2. Minus y to power 2k plus 2 is divisible by k plus 1, x plus y. This we need to prove actually. This is our first actually. This is first equation down. If anybody has doubt till here, you can ask me. Anybody has doubt till here? Says, give some response. No doubt.
No, sir.
So I will proceed now. But how to prove that this is divisible by x plus y? That is little not difficult, but obviously we cannot do directly. So what I will do, since I know the answer, x to power 2k, I will use law of indices. X to power 2k, this I will write as into x square. All of you know base are same as power will get add. Minus y to power 2k into y square. I think this also you can understand. See, it is our task as a student to prove this is divisible by x plus y. Nobody will help us. Whichever correct method we want, we can apply here. So what we will do in order to prove that this expression is divisible by x plus y, we will add and subtract something. Now you cannot say that how we will know. How we will know means that just now I gave the answer. It is our work to prove. Now we are the best person to understand when to add and when to subtract. There is no shortcut. We cannot it comes with practice only. So we will add something. What we will add? And we have to take help of this expression also. So you should understand how we can get x to power 2k minus y to power 2k here. What I will do, I will add x to power, what I should add, x square y to power 2k. This expression I added x square y to power 2k. Since I added this expression, I will subtract also. Minus x square y to power 2k. I added x square y to power 2k and I subtracted same thing so that there is no change. Now what I will do, since I have to use this information, I will write the first term and the fourth term together. Fourth term together. It is little difficult to understand what to add and what to subtract, but it is not like impossible. You can understand. And I will discuss more. First and fourth I am dealing together. What is common in the first two expressions? Is there anything common? First two terms. Nothing is common.
X square.
X square went out. What is remaining? X to power 2k minus y to power 2k. Now see here, we know that x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is equal to x plus y into m. So we brought such type of expression here, x to power 2k minus y to power 2k. What is common in last two expression? Last two expression,
Y to power 2k.
I'll take minus y to power 2k common. So what it becomes? Y square minus x square. So now what happens, students? Shall I erase this concept? Okay, this line. Now what happened now? Listen here. One of you tell me from first equation, what is the value of x to power 2k minus y to power 2k? What is the value of x to power 2k minus y to power 2k from first equation?
X plus y m.
Into
X
M.
plus y into m minus y to power 2k. Here we can use some formula identity, a square plus b square. Sorry, a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Y minus x and y plus x, which I write x plus y. It is y plus x only. Now focus here. This is one term. This term is divisible by x plus y. All of you can understand easily, because one of the factor is x plus y. When one of the factor is x plus y, this first term will be divisible by x plus y. Or what you can do, both the term, what is common? In both the term, which factor is common?
X plus
X
y.
plus y, this also you can do. X plus y went out. So what is remaining? X square m minus, here what? Y to power 2k, y minus x. Now tell me now, in the last expression, how many factors are there? Two factors are there. One is small bracket, one is square bracket. And one of the factor is x plus y. So we can say, since one of the factor is x plus y, so this expression is divisible by x plus y. This chapter is easy, but don't think that without studies we can get the chapter. So little bit of working is there, student. Not like full easy. So now is divisible by x plus y means we can say p of k plus 1 is true. Yes, tell me.
So how to know what to add and subtract?
And that only now. So I told there is no straightforward answer for this question. You can only understand that in the first equation, we know that x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is a multiple of x plus y. That information we have to use somewhere, because p of k plus 1, how we can prove? Only by the help of p of k. So somehow how we can use that expression, x to power 2k minus y to power 2k is equal to x plus y to power m. Here, how we can use? So somehow we have to introduce that expression. Now here we don't have x to power 2k minus y to power 2k. So how we can introduce that expression? So we can introduce by adding and subtracting. That much you have, as a student, you should know how to introduce that expression, because there is no shortcuts. We cannot understand which question we have to add and subtract. That is like by practice only we can get. There's no straightforward answer for that. Only clue is that we have to use first equation. How we can use first equation? Only we can bring that expression, that only we can use. How to bring? For that, what to add, what to subtract means that will come with practice. But as a whole, any other doubt is there after addition and subtraction? This is little difficult. First time is big. It's difficult to understand what to add and what to subtract. But little bit of help you can take from first equation. We have to use somewhere now. So how we can use? Try to generate that expression here. Okay, any doubt is there? Other doubt? Keshav, you have doubt?
So I already solved this question.
Already solved this.
And I got it in a more simpler method, sir.
Maybe some other method will be there. There's no need to add and subtract.
Simplification method, sir. I got it.
There's no need to add and subtract.
No, sir, I got it.
Okay.
Some take like if you substitute only multiplication and taking common is only there, sir. There's nothing else.
Okay. So if you don't add and subtract means that will become easy method. So
more easy, sir.
Shall I erase the board? Or you tell me which is the next sum? All of you complete the exercise, student. I cannot help now. Miss, I can help your doubt, but complete the exercise. All sums are similar only. If you say any other sum to do, I will do it. Before 17 also I can help you. Priyanka, what doubt you have, student?
No doubt, sir.
Did you complete the exercise? Did you do some sums?
I'm doing it, sir.
Okay. Shall I erase the board completely? What is the next sum which I have to teach? What is the next sum? No next sum. Shall I start MCQ then? See, it is
Yes,
up to
sir.
you. If you ask, I will teach. That much only.
Yes, sir. Start with the MCQs.
Or what you do the sums when you get time, and doubt means I can attend in the next class also 1 or 2 doubt. Actually, whole method is same. Suppose you're not getting some answer in the exercise, means you're doing some calculation mistake. Don't lose patience. Do it again. You will get some idea, because sums are easy only. Same method, nothing new. Some new sums are there in the last. I taught that also. Any 1 or 2 sums I can attend in next class as well. I will teach exercise MCQ sums. MCQ sums are further easy, student. You can understand. The sums are so lengthy. Proof for n is equal to 1, p of k plus 1. So obviously based on this, we cannot frame MCQ too many. How we can frame? Shall we do 1 or 10 minutes sum to find the MCQ? So MCQ are
No,
very
sir.
less, and this procedure is not used in MCQ also. MCQ are very quickly we can finish. Only sums are lengthy. Write down, answers are easy. Write the first MCQ I brought from some study material. 1 into, it is not decimal, into 1 into 2 square, 2 into 3 square, it is not decimal, 3 into 4 square, plus dot dot dot, n into n plus 1 whole square, by 1 square into 2, 2 square into 3, 3 square into 4, into, everywhere into, n square into n plus 1 is equal to how much? That is the question. A option is 3n plus 1 by 3n plus 5. B option 3n plus 5 by 3n plus 1. C option 3n plus 1 by 3n plus 5. D option I'll write here 3n plus 5 by 3n plus 7. This is C option, this is D option. This is the question. Okay. All of you write the question along with the options. Now here what happened? Don't at once start doing the sum. If you do the sum, you will get the answer, but it will consume your time. This type of sum, don't do the actual sum. What we can do, student? Put n
Sir, is the
equal
answer
to-
B?
B
Sir,
is the
we can
answer.
put various values of n and a.
Not various also correct, but one value is enough. What we should put n is? Shall we put n is equal to 1?
Sir, for some questions we may need 2 values, sir, because
Sometimes in
yes.
rare questions we have to verify for 2n, because this is like n whenever, not whenever, in most of the cases whenever they use some alphabet n, a, b, c, d, z, x, y. So it is advisable in MCQ, because options we have, that we will give some values to these variables, and by the options we can help, we can do the sums. That is called shortcuts in MCQ. So I think 1 will work. Put n is equal to 1. Now n is equal to 1 means what is the first option? What is the numerator? 1 will not work. What is the first?
2.
N is equal to
Numerator
1
is
means
2.
first term. What is this here?
4,
4.
sir.
4 by what is denominator?
2.
2. 4 by 2, answer is 2. But now student, in the option 1 by 1 you put n is equal to 1. Will you get 2? You will not get 2. 1 is not working. Miss, it depends on option. Don't put n is equal to 1. I will teach again if you want. Put n is equal to 2. That will help. Don't put n is equal to 1. Put n is equal to 2. 2 means 2 terms. First term, second term. What you will get? 4 plus here 3 square 9. 9 plus 2. Nobody knows. Denominator 2 terms how many? 2 plus 4 plus 3.
12.
Sorry, 4 into 3. 12. How much we got? 18 plus 4. 22 by 14. Is it correct? 11 by 7. Now what you do? N is equal to 2. In the quotient we got 11 by 7. Now 1 by 1 you check the option. A option, B option, C option, D option. One of the option you will get 11 by 7. Put n is equal to 2. Here what you will get? 6
Sir, it's a
plus
B.
7
Sir, it's
by
B.
B is the answer. 7 by, put n is equal to 6 plus 1, 11. B you put means n is equal to 2. 3 into 2, 6 plus 5, 11 by 7. B is the correct. No need to check C and D. You can check C and D also. If sometime what they will give in C and D also you're getting 11 by 7. So do some other method or check for some other n. I think some girls didn't understood. What you do, student, in this type of sum, you put n values suitably. It is not necessary 1 only. Sometimes 1 will help, sometimes 2 will help, sometimes 2 n is equal to 1 plus n is equal to 2, both will help. So B is the option.
So if it means that if you put n is equal to 2, you have to take first 2 terms.
I told before also 2 means 2 terms. So numerator 2 terms, denominator 2 terms, that much only. N is equal to 1 means numerator 1 term, denominator 1 term. See it, okay.
So we can do this in long answer type also, sir.
Long also we can do, but it will consume, see, I think long is, it will consume 10 to 15 minutes. So that's why it is advisable to do by these methods in MCQ type. Mathematical induction means how to do actually by proper method, that we'll study in sequence. It is not now. It is not our work now. Now by this method only. Any other doubt is there? Shall I erase the board?
Yes, sir.
So now we'll go to next sum. What is the next sum? Second sum is 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus 777 n times. 777 n times is equal to how much? Everywhere plus is there. 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus 7777. Last term is 777 n times. Option is important here. 7 by 81, 10 to power n plus 1 minus 9n minus 10. B option I will going to write now. B option is 7 by 81, 10 to power n minus 9n minus 10. C option is 7 by 81, 10 to power n plus 1 plus 9n plus 10. And D option I'm going to write now. D option is 7 by 81, 10 to power n plus 1 plus 9n minus 10. So again, student, in sequence series, we will study the method to find the sum of this series. Easy only, that also easy. But now since we have option, why to actually find the answer? Just by options.
Sir, it's a day.
Huh?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
It's a day.
A is the answer. How? So I told you put n is equal to 1 or n is equal to 2. Who will help? N is equal to 1 or 2?
2 will help, sir.
Sir, 1 will also help, sir. No problem.
Put n is equal to 1 only. If 1 is working means don't go for 2. N is equal to 1 means what is the answer? 7. 7. Now see by which option we are getting 7. A option, in the place of n put 1. So what will get? 7 by 81, 10 to power 2 minus 9 minus 10. 7 by 81, 100 minus 19. So 7 by 81 into 81 cancel 7. 1 is only working. N is equal to 1. We are getting answer 7. Option also we are getting 7 means A is the answer. No need to check for B, C, D.
Sir, but
Yes.
sometimes we can't do like that, sir.
No. In the exam, in main exam now, they will not give so easy question now. Means they will give such options where this is like cassette only. Will not get in main such easy questions. I agree. They'll give strong options where we cannot go by. We cannot solve by options. We have to do the sums only. But such sums are there based on mathematical induction. So we have to do some sums now. What we can do now. And actually, it is not like it will not come. Like I will give one question. It came in mains 2019 online exam. Mains it came. Now you will be surprised. The sum is quite based this type only. I will write it after some time. Shall I go to next sum?
Yes.
This type of sums only. Put n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2. This much only. I think some problem has come in the ink. It is not getting erased.
Sir, it may be the dust.
No, I think I pour the ink more in the marker.
Sir, instead you can wet on a cloth and you can erase it, sir.
Cloth, okay. Now third question is you only do third sum. If Hn H subscript n is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by n for all n belong natural number, then H1 plus H2 plus H3 plus Hn is equal to how much? Options is important here. Options: n plus 1, Hn minus n. B option: n plus 1, Hn means H subscript n. And C option: n plus 1, Hn. D option: n minus 1, Hn minus n. So do this sum. Obviously, we have to not do the proper sum. By options, we have to find the correct options. So what will work? I think H is equal to 2 will work, na? 2 only. N is equal to 2 you put. Because when you put n is equal to 1 means it will not work. Put n is equal to 2 and tell the answer. Put n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 means how many terms?
1.5.
What is the correct option? Don't know. N is equal to 2 means
check,
how many terms we have to take? Hey, you're doing something.
2 terms.
Which one? H1 plus?
H2.
H1 plus H2 we have to take. So what is H1 value here? Hey, what is H1 value?
Thus, the answer A.
The answer is A.
Yes, sir. You'll after putting n as 1 only.
N is equal to 1 also is working.
Yes, sir. You'll get different answers for each one. But A is the correct one.
Okay, we'll put n is equal to 1 only. Or put n is equal to 2. Now tell me, it's equal to n is equal to 1 only we'll put.
Sir, once try n is equal to 2, sir.
Tell me again.
Sir, once try n is equal to 2.
N is equal to 1 is working. In the exam you can do n is equal to 1. Now we are doing n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 means H1 plus H2. What is H1 value? You're not telling me. I'm continuously asking.
1. Sir.
Tell me.
Once again, I have a doubt. It might be silly, but if, for example, 1 works for one of the options here, but it doesn't work for 2, is that possible?
No, not possible.
Okay.
Whichever option is working means that you will get correct option, correct answer. if it is working for 1, it will work for 2 also. Sometimes it don't work for 1, then you go for 2. H1 is
Okay,
how
sir.
much? Student not telling me. What is H1? Hey, what is H1?
1 itself.
1. What is H2?
2.
1.5.
1 by 2.
No, H2 means how many terms?
2 terms, sir. That's why
1 plus 1
1.5.
by 2. So it will come 2 plus 1 by 2. I think 5 by 2 will work. See, this is H1 and this is H2. H2 means 2 na, student. 2 terms. Now put 1 by 1, n is equal to 2. So in A option, how much will get? Tell me. Put n is equal to 2 means A option. 3
H2 as
into
1.5.
3 into H2 minus 2. So answer is equal to 3. H2 value, how much we got here? H2 value, how much we got?
3 by 2.
3 by 2 minus 2. 9 by 2 minus 2. So 5 by 2. See, we are getting A option only correct. But don't get, see, for A option, we are getting 5 by 2. And here also we are getting 5 by 2. But don't commit mistake. H1 means first term. H2 means 2 terms. So n is equal to 1 also will work. N is equal to 2 also will work. But do correctly. Usually it is recommendable that whenever they use alphabet, it looks like very difficult, but actually you put some values and you can work it out. Not only in this chapter, any chapter, because even in trigonometry, I have not told you because sometime answer is not coming now. You put theta is equal to 0. In the option also, in the question also, you may get the answer. Mostly you will get the answer, theta is equal to 0. Shall I raise the board?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll go to fourth sum. Fourth sum, Sn is equal to, Sn value is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 n plus n by n. Okay, this is Sn value. We need to find the value of S1 square plus S2 square this way. We need to find value. Then S1 square plus S2 square, S3 square plus Sn square is how much? They are asking. Now focus on the options. Options now, see here.
Sir?
Tell me.
Sir, we can write the numerator as a sum of AP, sir.
That is the actual method, no, student. That is the actual
Yes, sir.
method. But we are not following the actual method. So now we are finding indirectly we are doing n by 24, 2n square plus 9n plus 13. Second option, 1 by 24, 2n square plus 9n plus 13. Third option, a C option, n square by 24.
Sir, is it option A?
Correct. Fourth option, n by 24, 2n square minus 9n plus 13. So S1 is S1 working? N is equal to 1 working or
Yes,
not?
sir. Yes, sir. It's working.
So
I got
girls
it.
and boys, you can put n is equal to 1. So n is equal to 1 means what you will get? Only S1 square. So in this, what you do? Put n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means we need no need to find S1 square plus S2 square till Sn square. Only S1 square you find. But what is S1? S1 is here. S1 means what I should write? Only 1 now. 1 by denominator also 1 whole square. That is 1. Now 1 by 1 you put n is equal to 1 in the options. So first option you put n is equal to 1. What will get? 1 by 24. 2 plus 9 plus 13. Cancel 1. So first is the option. First option. Easy sums.
Sir,
Hmm.
here if we consider 2,
Not coming. Then
then
also it
how
will
do
come. If you put n is equal to 2, then also answer will come. If you put n is equal to 3, then also answer will come. But if you put n is equal to 3, means calculation will become more. It will consume more time. So do you want to do that? No. We want to do easy things. So we'll put n is equal to 1. If n is equal to 1 is not working in some case, then we'll go for n is equal to 2. Are you understanding? Hello?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You put n is equal to 1. Sometimes it don't work. They'll give such options that n is equal to 1 will not match for any option. So put n is equal to 2. Suppose you put n is equal to 2. If you want, I can prove it also. You'll get same answer. Same answer means same option answer you'll get.
Sir?
Tell me.
Sir, but if it is in competitive, then we see all options, no, sir, because it may be more than one correct answer.
That's what I'm telling you. So obviously, wherever this method is working, there only we can use now. So now what happened? This type of sum, how to find the sum of series, we are going to study that in sequence and series chapter. So don't worry. If this method is not working, means we actually find the sum now. So that also we will study. But now since we are focusing on mathematical induction, so such types of sums are given in the topic of mathematical induction. That is the reason we are doing such sums. Shall we do the sum which came in mains 2019 online?
Yes, sir.
Mains, see here, last year only, almost last year. Mains 2019 online. This question came, I'm also surprised, so easy question. Consider the statement, question is, consider the statement P of n is equal to n square minus n plus 41 is prime. They're saying this number is prime number. Then which one of the following is true? Which is true? Again, it depends on option. P of 5. P of 5 means in the place of n put 5. P of 5 is false, but P of 3 is true. B option, both P of 5 and P of 3 are true. C option, P of 3 is false, and P of 5 is true. D option, both P of 3 and P of 5 is false. Both are false. Now they are telling which is false. B is correct.
It's B, sir.
B is correct. So here there is no option. You find the value of P of 5. You find the value of P of 3. So you will find that both time you are getting prime number. What is P of 5 value? Anybody has found? Hey, what is P of 5 value?
61, sir.
61 is a prime number. P of 3 value?
47.
47 of, okay. 47. Now you see both are prime. So such easy sums also, one or two exceptions will be there. It came in.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, n squared minus n plus 41 may not be true for all values, sir.
No, it is not true for all value. Now they are saying P of n is equal to n square minus n plus 41 is prime. Now it is prime for which numbers? They are only saying it is not true for everybody. They are saying for which it is true. P of 5 or P of 3, P of 3 of P of 5. At least what options they are given, you will get the answer now. I think what you are saying is correct. It is not true for all n. So, but they are saying in this option you tell who is correct. I think you got the answer now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
They are never saying that this is true for all, proved by mathematical induction. So shall I explain more, or you understood this question? Understood. Shall we do more sum?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hey, this is easy now. What will you do then? Shall I do homework sum?
Yes, sir.
Or shall I do this type of sum?
Sir, you do such hard sums.
Sir, do
Huh?
more questions, sir.
Hard sums.
Which sum, student? Bhushan?
Sir, could you do some little harder ones?
Hey, this only harder one, nothing harder. This only. Write down sum of first. I told you this on this based on this topic. It is not easy to frame MCQ. This is theory chapter. Sum of first n terms of the series. Sum of first n terms of the series. 3/2 plus 5/4 plus 9/8 plus 17/16 plus what is the sum of first n terms of this series? A option n minus 1 plus 2 to power minus n. B option n plus 1 plus 2 to power minus n. C option n plus 1 minus 2 to power minus n. D option n minus 1 minus 2 to power minus n. Sum of first n terms. Don't start finding the sum of first n terms by option. N is equal to 1 or n is equal to 2. I think n is equal to 2 will work. N is equal to
C.
now in C option is correct. Now girls can understand here n is equal to 1 may not work because you put n is equal to 1, what will happen? In this option it will become 0. You will never get, you will always get a number I think less than 3/2. So is n is equal to 1 working? Working na?
Yes, sir, it's working.
Working means good. So n is equal to 1 is not working means we can go for n is equal to 2. Shall I do this sum or you understood? Put n is equal to 1. So from the series what you will get? First term 3/2. With the options what you will get? Put n is equal to 1, 0, you will get half. B option you will get 3 plus half. How much? 3 plus half is 7/2. C option 3 minus half. So 3 minus half is, hey, how it is working, boy? Something wrong I did. 2 plus na? 2 plus half. 5/2. 2 minus half. So 3/2. C option is correct. Last sum of this type of sum. Now a lot of time is left. Now what to do? I don't know. Last sum of this type of mathematical induction will do now. Write down if n is even, then the sum of first n terms of the series. Sum of first n terms of the series. Which series? 1 square plus 2 into 2 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 4 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 6 square plus is how much they are asking. What is the sum of the series? Option you see. Option is n into n plus 1 whole square by 3. B option is n into n plus 1 whole square by 4. N into n plus 1 whole square by 2.
So I said B.
B is wrong, I think. Now they're telling n is even.
So we need to figure out what type of changes are occurring, sir, because the series we need to define in terms of n term. Then only we can proceed with the options.
Correct. I think n is even means how many n value should be how much? Shall we take n is equal to 1 or n is equal to 2? Hey, tell fast.
Sir, I think we must take like
N is equal to 1 also.
sir, we need to take n is equal to 2 because n is even.
Put n is equal to 2. N is even, so let us take
Sir,
n is equal to 2.
but before that, sir, we need to figure out where n position is there in this series.
So now,
so
suppose
we need
I
to find
say,
out a
I understood.
general series.
Okay, tell.
So we need to find a general series, sir.
General term you are saying?
Yes, sir. For the
Okay.
n position.
Now suppose I say n is equal
So
to 2
find
will,
a net, sir.
put n is equal to 2 will work. Suppose I say n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means which term I should take?
Sir, I think first and second.
I think this boy is telling correct. N is equal to 1 means I should take these two terms. Because you see where is the repetition? I cannot say this is first term, this is second term, and this is third term. Like it is in pair. This is together one term. This is second term together. I think I'm correct, na?
So I didn't understand.
Sir, is it C?
C is correct. Now see here. See the pattern, student. Like it is 1 square plus 2 into 2 square plus 3 square into 2 into 2 in 2 into 4 square. Now, can you say that, especially girls pay attention, can you say 1 square is the first term and 2 into 2 square is the second term? Can you say that way? We cannot say that way because see 1 square and 2 into 2 square is together first term, student, and this is second term. Because
how can you,
how what you're saying, how we will come to know?
yeah, that's what I didn't understand. And how can you say it is not two different terms? It is like the whole thing is one term. I didn't understand that part.
It's because one is odd and one is even.
See, student, what happened usually you do this type of sums in physics also. You have to see after which time which unit is repeating, which like you may have done
such
sums,
alternate series.
Such sums in capacitor or resistor when they give infinite resistors. So you see which branch is repeating. Can you see that way? Have you done such sums in physics?
Yes, sir.
Which
yes.
branch is the branch cannot be first branch. Branch can be a make of 2 resistor also. Branch can be make of 3 resistor also. Which unit is repeating, that we have to see. Now what happened?
Even that's why.
Tell again.
You're taking like 2 terms because it is given that n is even.
Not like that way. N is equal to 2 I am taking because it is given n is equal to even, but that is not the reason why I am telling this 2 is first term. Not that is the reason. See here, little bit more concentrate, student. You're not concentrating, I think. 1 square plus 2 into 2 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 4 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 6 square. Suppose I write one more series. Suppose I write like this way. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5. Now in this one, who is the first term? Do you have any argument or do you have any problem if I say 1 square is the first term? All terms are same only now, like 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, similar type of sums, similar types of terms. So I can say 1 square is the first term, no problem. If I say like this way, 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4, who is the first term? Is there any argument that this is not the first term? This is only first term because see, 1 into 2, same pattern is repeating, 2 into 3. But here, if you see, it is 1 square. 1 square has only one term. Then it comes like 2 into 2 square. Then it is 3 square, then 2 into 4 square. So if I see carefully, I will find that this term, this unit is there now. That as a whole represent first term. Because this unit is repeating. Now 1 square will change to 3 square and 2 into 2 square will change into 2 into 4 square. I can get some pattern if I assume this as first term. But if I assume like only 1 square as the first term, I think it is very simple now. If I assume only 1 square as the first term, then 1 square is changing into what? There's no
I understood.
general term now. There's no sequence we can find.
Yeah,
Have you understood?
yes, sir, I understand.
Easy only. Tell you, Bhushan, you tell.
Sir, if I write n is equal to 2m.
Where?
Sir, consider n is equal to 2m. Then the nth position would be represented as 2m minus 1 whole square plus 2 into 2m whole square. So, sir, you can use n is equal to 1, like that we can do, sir, from here onwards.
Okay, what you're saying is correct only. But let us do like this. So if n is even, so we'll take n is equal to 2 terms. 2 terms means this is only first term only. This together is second term because this unit is repeating. So 1 square plus 2 into 2 square, this is first term. But n is equal to 2 means 2 terms.
No, sir, it should not take second part because the first position is n is equal to 2. Because if I say n is equal to 2m, put 1, you get only 2. So therefore, you should take only the first 2 terms here.
This is 2.
Yes, sir, only those 2.
Then this student was telling correct only. Why we are taking this way? Let us write. I may be wrong also. Let us see. 1 plus 2 square is 4. 4 into 2, 8 plus 9. 16 plus 2, how much? 32. It is coming long answer actually. How much we'll get then? 32, 40, 49, 50. Are we getting 50 here if you put n is equal to 2?
No, sir.
No,
The
sir.
answer is 9 for C.
Where I'm doing mistake?
They said that n is even.
Huh.
So we'll replace everything with 2m. Then we can do the problem much easily, sir.
So then you don't have to consider first and second term as one whole term. Then you can simply write that if n is equal to 2, 1 square plus 2 into 2 square will give you 9 there.
And here also we're getting 9. Here also we're getting 9 only now.
So you don't have to consider the whole thing as one term.
Suppose we take n is equal to 1. Wait,
Sir,
wait.
n is not equal to 1, sir.
N cannot be 1 because n is not
Sir,
1. N
so
is
you
even.
need to consider n is equal to 2. And sir, I said on general formula, no, sir, we need to figure out that because this is something like n is defined only for certain values.
But is n not number of terms?
Huh?
Is n not number of terms?
No, sir, it's not number of terms. N is
Sum of first n terms they're saying, a student.
Sir, n is the position, sir. N defines the position. It does not say how the. Sir, n does not define the position. N defines the series. Because we can have odd position as well as even position. N terms means at that value of n, from n is equal to 0 to that term, that.
Okay. They're saying n is even. So, okay, tell something. What you're saying, tell your view. N is equal to 2, and then what to do?
Sir, we write general formula for this series as
general term you're saying.
An. Yes, sir. An is equal to.
Tn is equal to, suppose 1 square, 3 square, 5 square. So third term means, so 2n plus 1. This only saying now whole square plus
Sir,
2n
minus 1.
2n minus 1 will help.
Sir, you wrote here n, right? So it will be
2n minus 1. Okay. 2n minus 1 whole square plus 2 into.
You wrote here n, sir.
I should not write n. And Tn means n only I should write now, student.
Yes, sir. Then n minus 1 whole square.
Plus
sir,
2 into.
Sir, only n minus 1. 2n won't come there.
Then how will get 3 square then?
Sir, first option, then second option, no, sir.
Here we are getting now, if you put n is equal to 1, we are getting this now 1 square.
Sir, n is even, sir. So we should start with 2 only.
Okay, tell what I should write. I'm getting confused.
Sir, n minus 1.
N minus 1.
Whole square.
Okay.
Plus
2 into.
N square.
That much only. N square.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is. So you're saying put n is equal to 2, so you'll get this. Put n is equal to 3, you'll get this. N is equal to
4, sir, not 3.
4. N is equal to 4.
Yes, sir, you will get
this
it.
term. Okay. And now, after this?
Put n is equal to
sir,
2.
put 1, then
1
2.
or 2.
Like that we can do, sir.
And now, what to do then?
Sir, put 1 and check. That's it.
So n is equal to 1, we'll get this one in a student.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to say. Because when you put n is equal to 2, you're considering even third and fourth term. That is why.
Sir, but by this series, like you have given the general term, by this, I feel like it's not one.
Yes, Keshav, tell me.
But
it is not
like
general term.
Sir, if you take one, like I'm not able to completely understand.
What Bhushan is telling, don't take n is equal to 1. Because n is always even. Bhushan is telling correct only.
Even. Oh yes, yes.
Don't take n as odd. You take n is equal to 2 or you take n is equal to 4. That way they are saying. So if you take n is equal to 2, you will get first term. N is equal to 4 means you will get second term. This way the thing is. Then here also we should write Tn minus 1 then.
Sir.
Tell me.
So today can you leave us a little early?
Okay. You have some work.
Festival day also today, sir.
Raksha Bandhan.
Yes, sir.
Night
So
you will do Raksha
only
Bandhan.
today. Only today.
Okay. What is your name, student?
Pratik.
You can leave, no problem. I will. This is over.
Thank
this
you, sir.
mathematics.
Thank you.
Okay, you can leave, no
Thank
problem.
you,
Other
sir.
people. So. So suppose we put n is equal to 2. So if you put n is equal to 2 means we'll get first term, that is T1. That is 2 minus 1 whole square. I'm not going anywhere. You can ask doubt. No, don't worry about that. So 1 square plus 2 into 2 square. So you put n is equal to 2. So put down in C option 2. So what you will get? 2 into 2 plus 1 whole square by 2. So we'll get 9, and here also you're getting 9. So C option is correct. Student, you can ask something doubt if you have. I understood this one how to do. Student, if you have doubt, you can ask me. Priyanka, do you have doubt? Priyanka
No,
is not there.
No, sir, I don't have doubt.
What mistake we were doing? Actually, this is one. Actually, this we should get not for n is equal to 1. This term we should get for n is equal to 2. That mistake we were doing. N is always even. So he's telling correct only. N should be always even, but then also we should get first term. So better to write this way general term and then complete the sum. Shall I do the sum which I gave homework?
Sir.
Huh? You have doubt?
Sir, before that, can we do it by AP method? Can't we find a common difference of 2 and 1?
It's not AP, sir.
Not a pure AP, but I'm able to observe some difference.
We can find by
in squares.
Shall I do the sum by other method? If you are interested, I can
Yes,
do.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Other method you want?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Shall I erase the board?
Yes.
No, I should not erase.
Yes, sir, you can.
Student, what happened? Suppose I do this method, this sum by general method. Suppose you are interested. Suppose you have learned in 10th standard. Suppose you have learned. If not learned, I'll teach you how to find Sn. Sn of any series.
N by 2.
N by 2 of
That is
2a
AP
plus
na,
n minus 1 into
Sn
d.
means what happens, student? Sn means.
Sir, we need to take the
Sir, are you asking the
Sigma Tn.
formula?
Sigma
yes,
Tn.
Sir. Yes, sir. Sigma.
If you find the sigma means plus. Sigma of nth term, you'll get Sn.
Yes, sir.
If you get sigma of Tn, you will get Sn. I will teach in this year. But sigma of Tn is Sn. Tn we got now. Now if you do sigma of this, you'll get Sn. So Sn is equal to sigma of Tn. Tn is what? Tn minus 1. So what is that? Sigma. Sigma. Who's sigma?
Sir, that is
N
just
minus 1 whole
sir,
square.
it's not n minus 1, sir. T n minus 1 is not valid, sir, because
You put n is equal to 2, you'll get the first term.
sir,
N is equal to 4, you'll get third term. No, that's the problem.
sir, we need to write T n itself, I think.
Tn only. Then you are putting n is equal to 2, 3, 4. Then how we are getting then?
Sir, because it's an even series, right?
Okay, even. Okay. Suppose Tn is equal to this one. So plus 2n square. So now what we will write now? See here. Sigma. Open the bracket. What you will get? Open the bracket means n minus 1 whole square. N square plus 1 minus 2n plus 2n square. I hope everybody understood this one. Now, like terms you can subtract and add if you have. So what answer will come? 3n square plus 1 minus 2n. Is there anyone who has doubt till here?
No, sir, no doubt.
What should I write next step? Sigma 3n square plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2n. Anybody has doubt till here? Sigma will be multiplied. Sigma 3n square, sigma 1, sigma minus 2n square. Anybody has doubt? Ask me.
No doubt, sir.
Where 3 will go?
It will become common for all terms.
3 will become outside. 3n square plus sigma 1 minus 2 sigma n. Anybody knows what is the formula to find sum of square of first and natural number?
Yes, sir.
Not everybody knows. You have to learn this formula, student. Like you know, sum of first and natural number 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n. You know this answer. Same way you should know this answer also. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square n square. The answer is n into n plus 1 to
By
n
2.
plus 1 by 6. So in the place of n square, I should write this term, this answer. N into n plus 1. Now if you don't know this formula, that means you cannot do the sum. 6. What is the sigma 1 value, student? Sigma 1?
Sir, it is n itself.
N. Minus 2 into sigma n, sum of first and natural number?
N into n plus 1 by 2.
N into n plus 1 by 2. So now 3 and 6 will get cancelled. What we will get? N into n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 2 plus n. 2 also will get cancelled. Minus n plus 1. What is the LCM, student? LCM? What is the LCM? No LCM? What is the LCM? 2 is the LCM. What we get? N into n plus 1 to n plus 1 plus 2n minus 2n n plus 1. What is common term in all the, what is common factor?
N.
N is common. I feel we are not getting the answer. So n plus 1 to n plus 1 plus 2 minus, open the bracket, 2n minus 2. Plus 2 minus 2 cancel. It is like denominator is 2. So now open the bracket. So you'll get n, open the bracket, n into 2n, 2n square plus n plus 2n plus 1 minus 2n plus 2n minus 2n cancel. Is it correct? By 2. So now what is common, student, now? Nothing is common. N into, wrong.
Sir.
2n
you made
square
a mistake.
plus, I make mistake. Tell me which one?
Come back to the second step, sir. Like
here.
After, no. Yes, sir. Like you had to write plus 2n minus 2n square.
2n will be there now. Minus 2n.
2n square.
Minus 2n.
Minus 2n.
Plus 2n. So your 2n square will be there. So this will not get cancelled.
Sir, the 2 is
this
also
will get cancelled. So now what happened? What happened now? So we got n.
Sir, you were earlier correct only, sir, because we took n common. Yes, sir, we took n common, so no change will be.
Oh, yes, sir.
No problem, it happens now. N is common, so what happened? Open the bracket. N's, okay, next step we'll open the bracket. N plus 1 to n plus 1, 2 minus 2n minus 2 by 2 plus 2 minus 2. N is common and that's the reason. So n, here n 2n square plus n plus 2n plus 1 minus 2n by 2. Are we getting the answer? Is this the answer I gave you? 2n square plus n plus 1 by 2. Is this the option I gave?
Sir, no, sir.
What was the C option? Okay, I'll see. C option was n into n plus 1 whole square by 2. Here we should get n plus 1 whole square, that we are not getting. N into n plus 1 to n by, not getting, what to do.
So here if we get n square plus 2n plus 1, it would be like, yeah, we
Some calculation mistake, I think. But where is the calculation mistake? That I am not able to find now. N into n plus 1 to n plus 1. This is correct formula only.
So sir, that's the general formula of n square.
This is general. You have to remember, sooner or later you have to remember this. N square. N into n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. This is used so frequently. You have to use this. You have to learn this. Somewhere some calculation mistake may be. That's why we're not getting the answer. Okay. 5 minutes time is there. Leave it. Some mistake may be there. But actually this is not our topic now. Shall I do the homework sum and then wind up the class? No?
7.
Only 7 people. Shall I do the homework sum or not do homework sum?
So it's only 7, so can we leave too?
Let us do the homework sum. I will
It's
not.
actually 6 only.
Hey.
Sir.
It is 7. I am included.
Now see here, the sum was.
Sir, if it's only for NEET students and board students, can we do it tomorrow? Because there's only 6 people.
This is not for NEET and board.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now let us. Is this the sum which I gave you?
Yes, sir.
So how to do this sum?
Sir, there 3x is also there, sir.
3x. No, this one is sum actually.
Sir, no,
Rectify it.
sir, we get 3x.
Rectify. 3 is not there. 4 bracket x, 4 fractional part of x, x plus bracket x. Now this type of sum, how to do? It is good sum only. Pay attention on the board. This type of sum, you convert each and every term into fractional part of x and greatest integer function. This type of sum, convert each term into fractional part of x and greatest integer. The other day I may have given you 3x, but 3x is not there. Rectify the mistake. 4 bracket x. I told you just now, this type of sum, convert each and every term into fractional part and greatest integer. So what I should write in the place of x? Can I write x in terms of
plus,
x is equal to bracket x plus fractional part of x plus bracket x. Student, try to understand. There is any number. In any number, there will be some integral part. There will be some fractional part. This note is given to you long back. X is equal to bracket x plus fractional part of x. So I wrote in the place of x, bracket x plus fractional part of x. Now what happened now? See here, 4 fractional part of x and this is also fractional part of x. Both will get subtracted, and how much we will get?
3 fractional part of
3
x.
fractional part of x
2
is equal to 2
bracket x.
bracket x. Now 3 into, so fractional part of x will become 2 by 3 bracket x. Do you know the value of fractional part of x? Range of fractional part of x. What is range of fractional part of x? Anybody knows?
0 to 1.
It can be 0. It has to be less than 1. Now left hand side, pay attention. Left hand side is greater than equal to 0, less than 1. So what about right hand side? Even that should be same now. Therefore, people, you can ask some doubt if you have. Copy down this much. See, left hand side fractional part of x is greater than equal to 0, less than 1. So obviously 2 by 3 bracket x is also greater than equal to 0, less than 1. Copy down this much. If you have doubt, you can ask me.
Sir, is the solution 0?
0 and I think 2 solutions are there.
Yes, sir. Because when you gave that 3x was also there, no, sir.
I will proceed.
Sir, I thought of 2 answers because there should be an answer in terms of fraction part of x and also in terms of
You have to take intersection, student.
Bracket X.
You have to take intersection. Now 3 will be multiplied. So what I will write, Priyanka, you tell what I should write.
Yes,
Yeah.
0,
0 only. Yeah.
2 fraction. Tell me.
So once go back to the original question, by of substituting x is equal to the one which you gave, you can substitute fractional x into x minus greatest integer function. We are getting different answer. 3x, 3 fractional part x is equal to 5 greatest integer x.
But that way, is it possible to solve completely? This type of sum, the method is convert each and every term into fractional part of x and greatest integer function. That's why we chose to write x as greatest integer function plus fractional part instead of you want to replace this one only.
Sir, you continue with this process only.
No, let me discuss with this boy. You want to write in the place of fractional part of x some value.
Sir, you leave it, sir. I got confused. Okay, leave, sir. Leave.
No, if you write here, we can write, see, we can write here also something like fractional part of x is what? It is x minus bracket x. So we can write, but we'll not get the answer.
So then it will be 3x is equal to 5.
But we'll not get the answer. That is the problem. It will be right, but we cannot solve completely. Then what is the use? Tell me. Tell Kesho.
So then the answer
I will tell you now.
0 to 1 by 2.
Answer will tell you. 2 into is there now, so it will become multiply. Anybody can ask any doubt. Anybody can discuss with me.
0 to 3 by 2.
3 by 2 we got. Now student, greatest integer function is 0 or more than 0, and here I think less than 3 by 2. Greatest integer function, what is the range of greatest integer function, student? What is the range of greatest integer function? A range nobody knows.
Z.
Only integer. So what is the value? Greatest integer function is 0 or more than 0, less than 3 by 2. So greatest integer function is how much? Is equal to 0 or 1. See, greatest integer value is 0 greater than equal to 0 or less than 3 by 2. This means greatest integer function should be 0 or 1. Because between 0 and 3 by 2, only 2 integers, 0 or 1. Now what happened? Now what happened? Okay, but what is from this first equation? I will give more sums of this type. What is first equation, student? First equation, see. From first equation, what is fractional part value? Put in the place of greatest integer function, put 0. What you will get? In the place of greatest integer function, put 0. What you will get? Fractional part answer.
0 itself.
0 or put 1. Put 1 by what you will get?
2
by 3.
2 by 3. See, we are not supposed to, neither we are supposed to find greatest integer function value, nor we are supposed to find fractional part of x value. We need to find whose value?
X.
Hey, whose value we are supposed to find?
X.
X value. Solve for x now. We need x value. So what is the x value then? Tell me.
Sir, we need to add both of them.
No, common. A fractional part of x should be 0 and sorry, greatest integer function should be 0, fractional part should be 0. So what is x? X is 0, or greatest integer function should be 1 and x fractional part should be 2 by 3. So what is the answer? The answer is
2 by 3.
1 plus 2 by 3. So how much? 5 by 3. This is the answer. Now some of you may not understand. If I say, what is the fractional part of 5 by 3? So what you will say? Sorry, student. What is the greatest integer function of 5 by 3? What you will say? Hey, what is GIF of 5 by 3?
3.
1.
5 by 3 is how much, student? 5 by 3 is how much? Decimal you do. It is 1.6 bar. So 1.6 bar,
Yeah,
what is the 1 na? And what is the fractional part of 5 by 3?
2 by 3.
What is fractional part of 5 by 3? How many fractions are there? So 2 by 3 only na. So both are satisfied. For 5 by 3, greatest integer function is 1 and fractional part is 2 by 3. So the answer is 0 and the answer is neither 1 and 2 by 3. The answer is 5 by 3. Can you write 2 by 3 as the answer, Keshav? Still write 2 by 3 answer. Keshav.
Right.
Keshav?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it, sir.
If I write 2 by 3, what will be the greatest integer function value? If I write
1, sir.
Hey, 2 by 3 means 1 will get
0.
0, sir. Yeah.
But
0.
we are supposed to get 1, so we cannot write 2 by 3. We are supposed to get 1. And simultaneously, fractional part we should get 2 by 3. So the answer is 1 plus 2 by 3, that is 5 by 3. Himanshu, have you understood? Is there anybody Himanshu?
No.
Nobody Himanshu. Himanshu left, I think. Bhushan, have you understood? Harsh, have you understood?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Don't write 1, not 2 by 3. Answer is 5 by 3. Priyanka, have you understood this sum?
Yes, I have understood.
This type of sum, I will give 2-3 sum more in the next class. Now I don't have. And we will start complex number. As far as complex number is concerned and NCERT is concerned, it is easy only. But as a whole, the chapter is a little difficult. But NCERT is easy. Shall I raise the board and dismiss the class?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Do the remaining sum and you can ask. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.